Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, we are going to be building the frame right behind me. This frame is going to be perfect for 1 order or 1 yard of our tufting cloth off our website, rugbabe.com. We also have a support email, support@rugbabe.com, where you can email us with any questions or concerns you guys may have about tufting. Even if you are not a customer, you can go ahead and shoot us an email. It can be about tufting, if you need help with tufting, or if you need help with your tufting gun. We are there to answer any questions you guys may have. But other than that, let's just go ahead and get started with the video and building this frame. All of the materials that we are going to be using today is 4 8-foot 2x4s, 2 3-count 4-foot tack strips, measuring tape, hammer, power drill, saw, razor blade, Sharpie for marking, and 3-inch screws. And this is what the screws look like up close. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to be marking one of our 8-foot 2x4s at 39 inches, and then we are going to cut it with our saw, re-measure the leftover piece at 39 inches again, then cutting this piece, and afterwards we will be left with one 18-inch piece. Now we are going to mark a 8-foot 2x4 at 65 inches. And we are going to cut it here, leaving us with a 31-inch piece that we will use later on. We are going to repeat this step, and we are going to mark another 8-foot 2x4 at 65 inches, cut this piece, and now we are going to be left with two 31-inch pieces. These are all of the pieces that we have so far, and now we are going to cut off the ends of our 39-inch pieces. We're going to be cutting them at a 45-degree angle, and we are going to be doing this for both of our 39-inch pieces. They are going to look like this. Here we're just repeating that step with that second 39-inch piece, doing it to the other side. And now we are going to be doing the same exact thing to our 65-inch pieces, and all 4 pieces should look like this together. Now we are going to be taking those pieces that we just cut, and we are going to be assembling them together to make the top part of our frame. We're just taking an extra piece of wood and we are putting it underneath the frame so that it is flush when we screw it together. The top part of the frame should be the 65 inches and the side of the frame should be the 39-inch piece. We're just taking a screw and we're just screwing in one screw into each side so that the pieces join together at a perfect 90-degree angle. After this, we are going to be measuring the inside of our frame, and it should be 32 inches by 58 inches on the inside of the frame. Now we are going to be building the legs of our frame. We are just going to be marking one 8-foot 2x4 at 48 inches or in half, and we are going to be cutting it here. Now, don't worry that the legs are too short or too tall for you. These legs are going to be adjustable on our frame, and I'll show you how later. Now we're going to be marking both of our leftover 31-inch pieces. We're going to be marking them at 20 inches and cutting them here, and this will also leave us with two 11-inch pieces we will also use. Now we are going to be taking both of our 11-inch pieces, and we are just going to be cutting off the ends of one side on each piece. Again, we're just going to be cutting it off at a 45-degree angle. And this is what both of the pieces are going to look like once they've been cut. And now we are going to mark both of our 20-inch pieces right down the middle at exactly 10 inches. And we are going to do this because next we are going to be screwing them onto our 40-inch pieces. We're just taking a little piece of wood and marking it so that for the next step, when we screw those 20-inch pieces to our 40-inch piece to make the leg, it is nice and even and down the middle. Now we're going to be taking our screw and screwing it into the bottom, and then taking that 11-inch piece that we cut and we're going to be screwing it to the bottom of the 20-inch piece. And this is going to bind both the 20-inch piece and the 40-inch piece so that they don't, move back and forth, so that that 40-inch piece can stay nice and sturdy on the 20-inch piece. Now we're just going to repeat this step for the other leg, and this is our completed frame. Now we just need to screw the frame onto the legs. Now, this is what I meant when I said earlier that the legs were going to be adjustable. We are essentially just screwing the top part of the frame to the legs, so we can just move the frame up or down to our perfect height and screw it right there at that point. The position that I have the frame at is I have it to where the bottom part of the frame is meeting my hips. This is going to be the perfect height for me. Now we are going to be marking the top of our frame right down the middle. So it was 65 inches and now we are going to be marking it at 32.5 inches. This is where the feet of my frame meet the wall. And now we are going to be screwing in that leftover 18-inch piece at the top of our frame right down the center. And this piece is going to keep our frame from rocking back and forth. It is going to support all of the pressure of your tufting gun against your frame. Okay, now that we're done building the frame, the last step is to install these tack strips. I'm just going to measure them first before cutting them. I'm going to make sure that it's even right here and come all the way at the bottom. And I'm just gonna measure it for right here. That should be good, because we have to remember that that's where we're gonna cut it, because the other one is gonna go right underneath it. And something that is so important to remember is to make sure that the nails that are coming out are facing outward and not inward. They have to be facing outward so that your cloth can grip onto the tack strip. So let's measure this side all the way down here and make sure that it's flush with this board right here, and that'll be where we cut that one. Okay, so now we are going to score the tack strips with a razor blade, maybe like 3 or 4 times. And then after we finish scoring them, we're just going to just snap it, since it's just wood. Okay, now we are going to hammer the tack strips in on these nails right here. And again, I want to make sure that the top is flush with this and this, so it should almost fit perfectly inside like that. And making sure that these nails that are hammered into the back, that they are facing outward. And now I'm just hammering in those tack strips to my frame. Be careful not to accidentally hammer in one of the nails, because then there will be a gap in the tack strip, and then when you hook on your cloth, there will be a weak spot. And for the top of the frame, I'm just using one entire strip, and then I'm going to be hammering in a little tiny strip to the corner. This is the completed frame. This is the feet up close, the legs. This is the tack strip up close. This is what the corners look like. Okay, so this frame is going to be a little under 5 feet across and a little under 3 feet tall. And we do this so that you can stretch out your cloth and it's not, right on the edge. We leave it to where you still have some cloth, that should be hanging over, so that you can, grab onto it and stretch it and grip it onto your frame. Okay, now we're going to place our cloth on our frame. If you order 1 yard or 1 order of tufting cloth on the website, it's going to come in a little box like this. So I'm just going to open it really quick and take out my cloth. This is what it is going to look like. It's going to be 3 feet by 5 feet. So this is gonna fit perfectly on our new frame. Now I'm just going to place one corner over here super quick, and then the other one over here. And we made our frame perfectly so that there would still be some cloth hanging at the top and the bottom. That way we can hold onto it and grip our cloth on our frame. So I'm just going to start by placing it in the corners. It's a lot of back and forth. And I'm just pulling the corners of my cloth. I'm also pulling the center, making sure that the white line on my cloth matches with the little black line at the top center of the frame. I'm doing this so that for my next project, when I'm tufting, I have a center point to guide me. Other than that, it just takes a lot of practice to get your cloth as tight as possible. And there we go. It looks perfect. I'm just gonna do a quick little test and glide my hand over it, and there doesn't seem to be any soft spots. The entire cloth is super tight. It should be like patting a drum. But yeah, that is it, you guys. We have successfully built our frame. Again, this frame is perfect for 1 order or 1 yard of our tufting cloth off the website rugbabe.com. Please email us at support@rugbabe.com with any questions or concerns that you guys may have. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will be back with more videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.